there, Natasha Wilkinson here, Independent Sensi Consultant from Mount Isa, Australia. Now, today we're going to continue going through our oil categories. So I have, right before this catalogue started a month and a half ago, gone through the new oils for our diffusers that have come in, but I did say I was going to go through all the oils and give you my impressions of the oils, because as a consultant you have the opportunity to purchase in the consultant store either a transition oil kit or the full oil kit. And when I started, I did purchase the full oil kit, which basically contains every oil that is in the catalogue. And then every month after that, I purchased the transition oil kit, which contains the oils that are new to the current catalogue. So the kits basically contain a 5 ml oil like this, so they're the same size as the oils you get in our special 3-pack release oils. If you are actually buying one of these oils from our catalogue, they are larger. They are 3 times the size. They are a 15 ml oil, but these are a great size for you to trial out to see if you actually like the oils before committing to a big oil, because I do find, for me, oils last longer than wax, obviously, being put in the diffuser. And the way I diffuse, I have 4 diffusers going through the house constantly, but I will choose my oils to complement what I'm warming wax wise. But if you're an oil lover and you love to diffuse, then this little segment's for you. So with our diffusing oils, I am going to say right off the bat, there's no medicinal purpose to our oils. They're not for your skin. They are mainly for fragrance enjoyment, to put in your diffuser and to enjoy fragrance. We have our oils categorized into 4 different categories. They're categorized into uplifting, comforting, calming, and balancing. And today I'm going to take us through the uplifting oils and do a first sniffs, or for me, they're not necessarily a first sniffs because I do use them. Do a sniffs of the uplifting oils and tell you my thoughts on them. So, uplifting is described as brighten up and put a spring in your step. So these are going to be your vibrant, bouncy type oils, if you can call it oil a bouncy, but they're going to be vibrant, they're going to be bright, and they will make you think of something happy and peppy, that type of thing. So the first one we are going to talk about is grapefruit and blood orange. So it is described as paradise found, tropical zesty lime plays with pink grapefruit and blood orange. So when I smell this, it is oranges. It is very citrusy and oranges. There is a bite behind it, which is probably that grapefruit. The lime to me is very hidden in this. The orange to me just seems, that blood orange to me just seems to overtake this. Very citrusy. I'm not the biggest citrus fan. I have found that there are citrus scents I like. This is probably not one I would generally gravitate towards. I have warmed it when I've had grapefruit scents going, but I do find this very heavy and citrusy. The next one we're going to talk about is Ocean Mist and Aloe, and it is bright notes of orange and aloe ride a tide of ocean mist. So this is a lot more fresher. You're definitely picking up that sea air note. There is a green note to this too, which would be coming from the aloe. I don't know that I'm picking up the oranges. I'm not picking up any orange in this. I'm smelling more that salty sea air and that green aloe note. The next one is Passion Fruit and Bamboo Flower. Passion fruit and bamboo flower. Bamboo flower gets pumped up by a passion fruit and red guava. This is very pretty. I'm surprised I haven't actually diffused any of this yet because it is very, very pretty. It is a very tropical. It is quite sweet. That bamboo flower is quite sweet, but then there's this very tropical fruity note in the background, which would be that passion fruit. It's not smelling like passion fruit as the actual fruit, but it is smelling very tropical. And I'm, as I said, surprised I haven't tried diffusing this because this is one that's right up my alley. And I think because I have so many oils, I kind of forget what oils I have. So by me doing this video, it's kind of reminding me what oils I have and what ones I might want to try out. So this I might be trying out in the near future. The weather is starting to warm up here in Mount Isa, so when I start to break into my tropical fruity scents, I think I might be diffusing a little bit of this to see how I actually like it. So the next one is Peppermint and Vanilla, and it is sweet peppermint adds some pop to smooth vanilla and tonka bean. So I was really excited. This is the new one that is in our catalogue this season, and I was very excited to see this in because we don't have a peppermint scent in our catalogue. We didn't have a peppermint scent in our catalogue for the, basically there has been no peppermint scent in our catalogue since I began as a consultant almost 2 years ago, apart from one that came in the holiday collection in the limited time release. There was Peppermint Everything. I do know there is a peppermint scent that was in region 1, but it wasn't in our catalogue. And when it comes to scents that I want to basically freshen up the house, reset the house, or at Christmas time, or when I'm warming a peppermint scent, I want a peppermint oil. I blew through that Peppermint Everything in my Christmas pack, and by the time I was ready to purchase another one, being a limited time only product, it was no longer available. So I'm glad to have a peppermint scent in the catalogue. I will be definitely going and purchasing a full one of this. When I smell this, this is like a sweet candy cane peppermint. So it's not toothpastey at all. For those that don't like that toothpaste smell to peppermint, the vanilla in this really smooths it out and really sweetens it. So you get that bright, like buttermint, sweet peppermint, and then just this little bit of softness added to the vanilla. It's not overly vanilla-y. The vanilla isn't overtaking it. It's just rounding out this oil really nicely. So, and the last one in our uplifting category is Sea Salt and Grapefruit, which is pink sea salt tops lively lemon and grapefruit for an invigorating twist on a classic citrus scent. So I have diffused this one a few times. This is the one I would reach for more over grapefruit and blood orange. You still get that citrus grapefruit scent, but the sea salt tones it down. So this is more a salty grapefruit as compared to blood orange and grapefruit, which was more heavily citrus orangey. This is that tart grapefruit with that sea salt or salty sea air note in the background, and I do probably enjoy this more than I would have expected to enjoy this when I'm warming it, because combined it brings down that tart citrus, but it's not too salty. I don't like, when it comes to fresh scents, a lot of salty sea notes because I find them too salty. So that grapefruit kind of balances out the salt in here, and the sea salt balances out that very citrusy note that I find too overpowering. And when I smelt grapefruit and blood orange, I kind of got the same vibes as I got from the Mix collection with the orange and grapefruit scent. It was too, for me personally, every nose is different, this is just my nose. For me personally, it was too overpowering in that citrus, and actually it was one of the few scents that actually kind of was headache inducing for me. And I kind of get that same vibe with the grapefruit and blood orange. That citrus is just too much for me, whereas this one has a better balance. So they are the oils in our uplifting category. So what I'm going to do, instead of, because we don't do a bundle and save with our oils, I'm just going to choose my top 3 from each of the categories. So if I were to choose my top 3 from the uplifting category, first one would definitely be Peppermint and Vanilla, just because I sometimes, being not the biggest citrus fan, like to use peppermint scents as my cleansing scent to clean the house and freshen up the scent. And at Christmas time I like to warm a lot of peppermint scents, and I do like a peppermint oil, and I'm so pleased to see a peppermint oil in our catalogue. So that would be my number 1 pick. My number 2 pick would be passion fruit and bamboo flower. So this is just a beautiful summery, fruity, floral, tropical oil coming into our summer that I could see myself actually warming quite a fair bit. And my next one, even though I'm not the biggest citrus fan, for number 3 I would probably go the sea salt and grapefruit, because it's quite, to me, a good balance between that. Sorry, my video cut me off, and just as I was about to wrap up too. So as I was saying, number 3 choice was sea salt and grapefruit because of the nice balance between the salty sea note and the grapefruit. It's got a fresh quality from that salty sea note, but that grapefruit still brings in that fruity, citrusy note if I'm wanting to complement it with grapefruit scents or fresh scents that have a salty sea note without it being too over salty sea air. So they were my top 3 picks out of the 5 scents that are in the uplifting category. Tomorrow I will take you through our calming category, which has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 scents. So there are 9 scents in our calming category. It is a little bit bigger than our uplifting category. So stay tuned tomorrow for the oils in our calming category. Until then, stay safe. Bye for now.